So we're gonna make a song. Well, we're gonna start making a song, okay? And I'm taking the chords from this exercise here. This is my last goal right there. And I have written them out, and we're going to play them using our strumming accompaniment. Now, if you can do this with me, that's great, but in some ways it might just be better to listen so you take this in. Scales and the chords together combine to give us function, which points us where home is or what key we're in. And that's not just the beginning note, but are we in a major key or a minor key? What's the mood of it? Also, this starts to give us a form, right? We have a phrase, a phrase, a phrase, and a phrase, right? This is like our exposition idea. This is something happens, it's developing, and finally we have a conclusion right here, okay? Time and rhythm gives us a tempo or a speed and a groove of how this goes, and that's partly to do with how fast you are, but also what kind of strumming pattern and things or accompaniment you're going to put in there, okay? Let's talk about function. C is home. We're using the C scale, right, for the most part. This is a 1 chord. This is a 1 chord with flavor, so it's burger, burger with spices. E minor 7 is a filler chord. It's the other stuff in the burger, and the G7 is my 5 chord dominant chords, major triads, minor 7s, point us home. This is 5, points us back to there, okay? So. That's one measure or one strum pattern on each one of those, right? So here we go. Second line. Third line. Fourth. So I chose the G7 at the end. So let's talk about what this is here. These are like, okay, here's what we're about, right? Idea, repetition of the idea. This is, let's do something different. So repetition, contrast, and then conclusion, okay? Let's talk about the conclusion. It's nice and stable. It's got 1 chords and 5 chords. If you're gonna go back around again, you don't do the C chord the last time, you do the 5 chord to start us up again right here. All of these are framed with the 1 chord and the 5 chord, or the 1-5-1 right there. This is our interesting line in the middle. After doing this and doing this again, you say, like, I'm tired of cereal, I have it every day, let's have waffles, okay? So what's the secret ingredient here? A different 5 chord that says, let's go out to eat. Breakfast at home, breakfast at home. Let's go somewhere else, okay? And so when you change the E minor 7 into an E7 chord, it becomes the 5 chord. It pushes us to a new home, right? And if 5 is E, A is 1, okay? And it just does it temporarily, just does that for a bit, and then it says, okay, we're just kidding. Let's throw an F chord in here, which is the 4 chord in this key. It's another very common chord. Likes it, you know, will get us back to the C, and then we'll say, no, no, no. We just ate out that one morning. We actually like staying at home right there. Have a listen again. Third line. Cool. What's left to do? Well, we're going to need a tune, we're going to need some words, and we're going to need an arrangement, which means, like, do we have an introduction? Do we have an interlude? Are there other sections to have? How do we end the piece? Those are all like trimmings and trappings and how you dress the song up afterwards, okay? Perhaps there is another section in here, something we call a bridge. Or an interlude or something to give us a break from this, but I could see this song doing this once, doing it again, having an interlude, and just doing that one more time, and then we would be done, okay? You're combining all these different things that you that you know how to do. You know how to play these chords, you know how to strum this strum pattern, and now you're understanding function, home, right? The 1 chord. Away but coming back is the 5 chord right there, and those two bind everything together. In truth, we could do something like this and come up with a different song, and it would be just fine. Maybe we'll do that on another video. You scoop the guts out, leave the frame in there, and put in other things, and you get a different sounding song. Oh. Dump truck. They're doing construction. Great. All right. Have a great day, and, you know, think on this.